Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon OmegaRuby. I'm your host, ThePikaWu. In the last episode, we kind of got the whole Fortress City thing out of the way and kind of started working on route, like, I think it's 120. It was just on the screen, I just couldn't, anyways, in the last episode we also managed to get a rare candy, which we are now capable of using on Metang because it's now at level 44, and at level 45, Metang becomes a Metagross. So, in a matter of seconds, we will now have our last fully evolved Pokemon on our team, obviously being, of course, Metagross. And of course it's also a shiny, so it's an added bonus. You couldn't see anything, but I was kind of giving a pretty retarded thumbs up for no reason. But yeah, upon a level up, it does get access to Hammer Arm. I kind of am a little bit hesitant to do this, but if I really feel like I need Power Punch, it is a TM, so if I want to replace Hammer Arm again later down the line with Power Punch, then we can definitely do that. But yeah, so this means like one of a few things here. Obviously we got a certain item from Steven not very long ago, I think it was 2 episodes ago now, that is going to allow Metagross and momentarily Swampert to transcend, so to speak, if you want to go with a form of DBZ lingo, I guess, or a way of kind of covering that. And as for what I mean, well, we're about to kind of experience that firsthand because Metagross is in our lead, and as I said, it's one of those Pokemon that can quote-unquote transcend. So, yeah, you'll notice once we get to, the move selection screen that something is new, and that is the option to Mega Evolve. We did get the Mega Bracelet in like the last 2 episodes or so, and as a result, Metagross is now fully capable of Mega Evolution because you do get the Mega Stone whenever you get the event, which by the way I think is either soon going to end or it already has ended. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it a few episodes ago to make sure that people actually got it. If not, you probably want to make sure that you can get it still. I don't have Serebii still up. I have to kind of pull Serebii up just to make triple sure so that way I can kind of reinform people, because I don't really remember when this thing's supposed to end. It might have already ended. Maybe it has like another few days. I don't know, but it's something that I feel like people need to kind of make triple sure that they already have, so that way they don't have to worry about missing out on it, because obviously a free Mega Stone for it is always nice. I don't remember if they have like an in-game way of you getting it or not. I don't think they do, so you kind of want to get one. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm trying to look it up real quick because obviously I don't want people going without their Metagross and Metagrossites and all that other happy crap. So this event ends on January 14th. So yes, you can still get them. You have about 5 days, so I do recommend that you go ahead and get that while you can, because obviously the Mega Metagross is always nice. So as you can see, there was an invisible object not long ago that we couldn't get, like, if we walked into it, we couldn't get past it. Of course, you were able to walk around it, which is cool, but, yeah, so, I mean, you kind of need what he kind of just gave us, which is called the Devon Scope, to kind of identify these hidden objects and kind of bring them to light, and as a result, handle them however you may seem fit to do so. I don't know, but he'll be like, consider it a gift, so just take it, and then he gives you the Devon Scope. I mean, yeah, and then for whatever reason, he just kind of drops a huge bombshell on you in the sense that he gives you the Mega Stone for whatever starter it is that you chose to start with. So if you had started with Sceptile, you would get the Sceptile. If you started with Swampert, you'd get the Swampertite. And of course, if you started with Torchic, you would get the Blazikenite. Obviously, everyone and their mother has the Blazikenite, let's be real. Everyone who played X and Y when it first came out obviously got their Torchic the day of release, and they came with the Mega Stone. There's no reason for anyone to pick Torchic in this game. Let's be real. I mean, yeah, everyone loves Torchic, everyone loves Blaziken. Blaziken with Speed Boost is completely overpowered. We already understand that. But obviously, the only way you can get the Swampertite or the Sceptile in this game is to pick one of those 2 starters, or have another, game to kind of get those with. I mentioned this before, I did this little bit of a quote-unquote trick with my OmegaRuby and my AlphaSapphire, whereas I can get the Mega Stone off of my Swampert on here once this Let's Play is done, or if I need to borrow it for a battle or something, I can easily just trade it over and then trade it back. No, not a big deal. So, I mean, that way I was able to do that while also still using Mudkip on my other game, and the way I did that is I ended up choosing Treecko first, so that way the game registered, hey, he's starting with this, even though I bred myself an egg that contained a 5IV Mudkip that I could then use throughout the game as I wanted to, because Mudkip, why not? And I'm sure that a lot of people have already noticed, Mudkip's very good through this game, so you can't really blame me for that one. So, I don't know. But either way, if you couldn't already tell, obviously we're hitting the gym with Swampert here. By the way, we haven't seen his Mega Evolution yet, if I remember correctly, so yeah, have fun with this one. Yeah, we haven't seen it just yet. So yeah, obviously I find this a little bit ironic. Swampert's first Mega Evolution happens to be within a gym, and he's about to get very ripped. Very, very ripped. Yeah, I mean, whatever his workout plan is, or whatever, I mean, it must be working for him, because he got buffed pretty fast. But, all jokes aside, Mega Swampert's pretty cool. I don't like the fact that they gave him Swift Swim. I mean, really, Swift Swim? You give a rather slow water type Swift Swim. I mean, in a way, in a good, well, not, I wouldn't say a good way, but in its own right, you know, making it Mega isn't exactly ideal. Like, it becomes slower if I remember correctly, but it does get the ability Swift Swim, so if you happen to use it on a rain team or something, then obviously, you know, you can just be like, hey guys, you know, just because why not? So, I mean, I think its speed is somewhere around like 55 or something like that, so it does hit like around 100, 110-ish at the very least, at least when the rain's up. So, I mean, speaking of rain, we're kind of getting a little bit of frozen, you know, rain in the form of snow, I guess. Yay, snow, I suppose. But, whatever. Either way, if you haven't already noticed, the gym's purely based around flying types. I find it kind of ironic as well, because while I was recording this, it's been kind of windy all morning, and yes, this is morning. I'm actually recording this at 9:10 in the morning, or at least 7 minutes before 9:10 is when I started, because, you know, I'm obviously 7 minutes into the recording already. But, yeah, it was really windy, so I find it just kind of ironic that we're in a flying type gym where obviously the whole wind thing is, you know, the big ordeal, so to speak. And yeah, it was just windy. Now it's not so windy, it's more so snowy. So I mean, we need this gym to suddenly become a nice gym, because obviously that way it can just continue to like match up with whatever the hell's going on outside. So I don't know. By the way, this gym battle is going to be kind of annoying, and not by, I don't mean this one, I mean the actual gym leader battle. I came thinking I was completely prepared for one of her Pokemon, and she ends up doing something that I really didn't expect, and as a result, my plan for her entirely, her entire battle that I had planned out before I even got to her whatsoever, my plan for her was literally just basically destroyed. Nope, that wasn't happening. And I'll explain it if I can, of course, remember to do so in about 3 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, it really kind of just annoyed me. Whenever it happens, it happens. There's nothing that you can really do about it. I mean, if I really wanted to be that kind of salty, you know, retard or whatever, I could have easily just soft reset and just did everything that I already did again, and I mean that would be so much fun, right? And why not? The reason why I decided against doing that was at this point I felt like I had good time. Like I was doing very good. I was getting to a point where I would probably finish the gym by 15 minutes. So I mean, I honestly just didn't feel like resetting and, you know, doing whatever. I mean, why the hell would I ever really need to reset anyways, especially over what happens. It just basically consumes a little bit more time than I really wanted it to. Not that I really care either. Well, in a way I do care because I haven't gone to bed yet, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, so we have one more underling battle, and then after that we yeah, we just easily just go, okay, hi, gym leader. And the puzzle here is infinitely easier than I think it was in the first generation. Well, not the first generation, but like the first, you know, the originals. The originals, there was, I think, more trainers and more puzzles to go through. This one's a lot easier, a lot quicker. So I don't know. It's maybe that's just me. I don't know about anyone else. Anyone that may have played the original OmegaRuby, or yeah, the original OmegaRuby, the original Ruby, Sapphire, and even Emerald. Even though Emerald's probably considerably more difficult. I don't know why they would make it any less difficult. The games are supposed to be, you know, a little bit more edgy, I guess, whenever it comes to a remake. So, I don't know. That's just how it's supposed to be, but at the same time, it's not always the case. So, yeah. Anyways, that was the last underling. So, as you can see, she's just kind of chilling here with a little bit of, like, wooden fans, I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming those are wooden, considering the entire, like, city is on trees. So, I'm just assuming that those are wood. But, honestly, I love this vibe that they give here. She kind of, like the whole Grace thing, you see her just like, you know, she's even hovering. I don't know how many people can actually, you know, tell that she's doing so, but she's actually kind of like hovering, like she has wind literally lifting her off the ground. So I don't know how she did that, but it was really kind of cool. So, introducing one of my all-time favorite gym leaders, Winona of the Fortree City Gym. Her team consists of a Swallow, a Pelipper, an Altaria, and a Skarmory. Levels off the top of my head, I think everything's 33 except for the Altaria, who I believe is level 35 or 34 or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Believe it or not, I'm actually naming the levels off the top of my head. So, my basic theory whenever I was planning on my team, when it came to planning for Winona, Gardevoir was my go-to, and this applied even to my own personal playthrough. I had instantly decided I'm going to be going with Gardevoir because of access to things like Thunderbolt, and even if I needed to, Charge Beam was another thing. I didn't know that, like, the way that you get Thunderbolt, you had to go way out of your way for it. But, I don't know what just happened. I don't know if there was a bunch of lag or not. But, yeah, there was some kind of lag, and I don't know why it's doing that, but okay. I really hope that that doesn't script the recording. If it does, then my bad. Because, yeah, it's a little bit weird. If it cuts out and makes the recording longer for some reason, then I don't know. I'll have to work it. If I have to re-record again, it's fine, I guess. But hopefully that's not the case. But, yeah, Gardevoir was my go-to for it, and I honestly just kind of, whenever it got to the point where the Skarmory kept using Sand Attack, I was like, that this is kind of getting annoying, and I kind of gave her a taste of her own medicine, I suppose, and that would be flinching her with Rock Slide and then just killing her with Rock Slide, which was my original strategy for her, because obviously I already knew that, you know, Swampert had early access to Rock Slide. So I'm like, okay, she's a flying type gym leader, I'll just go ahead and use Rocks. And then I'm like, well crap, she's got a Skarmory, what do I do for this? And, you know, using Charge Beam is the go-to option. So, I mean, I'm honestly wondering why I just have like a massive amount of lag on my Camtasia at the moment. Especially because I don't really have anything open, so I don't know, I have to look into this whenever I'm done recording. Anything else to aggravate? I mean, I had to deal with a virus over the past like week, and now my mom's computer is blue screening. So I mean, there's just a lot of crap. Honestly, I would love to be able to just win the lottery and get like 10 different computers and just be like, okay, whatever. I don't know. Plus, it looks like it's snowing really hard, but yeah. If you guys hear a bunch of weird noises, I do apologize. I don't know why Camtasia freaked the hell out. But, if you don't, then I guess I'll seem a little retarded talking about it. But if not, then, I mean, whatever. I'll have to kind of look back around the 11-minute mark, maybe 12 minutes, I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, beating her, level 70 or below Pokemon will now obey us, and we have access to the ability, or we have the ability options on that, and we're doing the laggy thingy again. So I guess I'll just continue talking, because, you know, why the hell not. In the next episode, we're going to kind of make more progression through, I think it's like Route 120 or whatever, and hopefully, you know, get a lot of work done there. So, be sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. And if you hear a bunch of laggy noises for whatever reason, I do apologize. I don't know why it's happening. So, yeah. Anyways, until next time, this is the PokeGamer signing out.